Pakistan is bounded in the north and northwest by Afghanistan, in the east and southeast by India, in the south by Arabian Sea, and in the west by Iran. The northwest frontier province is the land of promises, endowed by nature with scenic beauty, lofty hills and flowery vales. The mountains are mainly part of the northwest Himalayas, Karakoram and Hindu Kush ranges. It is the land of Pathans, who are a strange warrior race of romantics, aggressively elegant, colorfully attired, hospitable and considerate, fierce in enmity and kind in friendship. These strongly self-possessed people are punctilious over religion, yet fond of pleasure. They have their folklore, their famous Khatak dance, and a tradition of valor all their own. Unsurpassed vigil and marksmanship, every Pathan is almost an army unto himself. However, the wave of change has engulfed the society now. The NWFP has a small number of large industries, but small-scale industries are widely spread. The agricultural implement sector is very small in relation to the total manufacturing sector, but it is one of the subsectors within the small-scale industries, metal sector, which has the potential to contribute to the development of small-scale metal and light engineering sector in NWFP. This applies especially to tractor-drawn implements. In order to overcome labor shortage and cultivate land more intensively, farm operations have increasingly been mechanized and the tractor population in the province is increasing. However, a large number of animal-drawn implements and hand tools are still being used. For the sustainable promotion and development of small-scale agricultural metal workshops, Agricultural Light Engineering Program, ALEP, was set up at the Small Industries Estate Mardan, NWFP, in 1984-85 with the technical and financial assistance of Government of Switzerland under an agreement between Swiss government and Government of Pakistan in January 1984. The executing agencies are NWFP, Small Industries Development Board and Intercooperation Switzerland. The project is located in the Small Industries Estate Nowshera Road at a distance of 7.5 kilometers from Mardan city. The program is being implemented in phases. First phase, 1984 to 1987, and second phase, 1987 to 1990, have already been completed, and now the program is in its third phase, 1991-94. The main objective of the program is to improve the overall prosperity of the agricultural-oriented metal workshops engaged in the production and repair of agricultural tools and implements. These workshops are scattered throughout the whole of the NWFP. The ultimate aim is to contribute to regional economic development. The project area comprises Mardan Division and Charsadda districts and Lower Malakand Division. Mardan Division covers two districts, Mardan and Swabi. Mardan is the focus of agriculture-oriented light engineering in NWFP. It is a highly fertile area with immense potential. With the availability of irrigation and water pumps, farmers in Mardan area grow a variety of cash crops such as wheat, sugarcane, sugar beet, tobacco, potatoes, vegetables and fruits. Almost 2/3 of the area is cultivated. Out of 0.356 million acres of land in Mardan and Swabi district, small holdings are 0.261 million acres. In Malakand division, an area of 274,000 hectares is under cultivation with average operational area as 1.4 hectares per farm. The cropping pattern of Malakand agency differs from Mardan area. The crops grown are wheat, barley, maize and rice. Swat and Dir mainly wheat, maize and rice, while Malakand Agency has more diversified cropping pattern. The mechanized cultivation is an uneconomical exercise for small holdings, and the farming community has to make use of traditional hand tools and animal-drawn equipment. Only a small fraction of farmers own tractors. However, a growing number of farmers hire tractors along with its implement. The necessity for power-driven implements enlarges the scope of activities of agricultural light engineering program. According to a recent survey of Mardan, Swabi and Charsadda, total potential market for the purchase and repair of agricultural tools and implements is rupees 150.8 million, which includes rupees 86.1 million, which is 57% for the purchase of implements, and rupees 64.9 million, 43% for the repair of tools and implements. The target group is made up of small-scale agricultural workshops that are engaged in the production and repair of agricultural tools and implements ranging from hand tools to animal and tractor-drawn implements. There are 220 small-scale workshops in Mardan Division and Charsadda District. There are 172 small-scale workshops in Lower Malakand Division. Hand tools manufacturers are concentrated in Gujagari Mardan. Animal-drawn implement manufacturers are in Sarderi, Charsadda, tractor-drawn in Parhoti and Takhbai. 35% of the workshops are mainly involved in manufacturing and 65% are mainly repairing. 52% are engaged in the production of tractor-drawn implements, 23% in animal-drawn and 43% in hand tools. In Lower Malakand Division, 15% of the workshops are involved in manufacturing, 82% in repairing, 14% are manufacturing tractor-drawn implements, 31% animal-drawn, 67% hand tools, and 31% forestry tools. Most of these workshops are very small and generally located at or close to the road. The smallest ones are single-person enterprises where, for instance, sharpening of sickle is the only activity. The largest ones are producing wheat threshers and rotavators and employ a maximum of 4 to 5 persons. 99% of the workshops use full-time family labor. Average number of family labor working full-time is 2.3 for Mardan Division and 1.4 for Lower Malakand Division. There is currently a total of 219 workshops registered with ALAP. Now, the main activities of the program. In the first two phases, they were: first, train the workshop owners and their employees in technical and managerial skills. Second, provide on-the-spot consultancies and advices. 3, provide common services facilities. 4, modify existing agricultural tools and implements and design new prototype. And last, number 5, assist workshops in the production of newly improved models and to transmit the information on the new development to the farming community through demonstrations, participation in exhibitions, and lending new tools and implements to the farmers. The activities to achieve the objectives were almost the same in both phases, but in phase 2, more emphasis was laid on extension, facilitating access to assistance, no commercial production, decentralization of short courses, and manufacturing of prototypes. ALEP efforts met with reasonable success in designing and developing tools and implements, transferring technical and managerial skills through training and consultancies rendered to client workshops. But efforts to increase the market share of the target group in the market did not meet with success. Mainly due to non-availability of market information, it was supply-oriented approach. Based on the experience gained in the previous two phases, ALAP in phase 3 has adopted a balanced supply-demand oriented approach and emphasizing the need to make certain activities sustainable. For the sustainable promotion of the development of small-scale agriculture-oriented metal workshops, the project is involved in the following: upgrading the production methods. For this purpose, ALAP together with client workshops evaluate the existing production techniques, identify bottlenecks, develop an appropriate and affordable new technique, test it and introduce it to the workshop. Example: mechanical hammer, gas cutting machines, jig and fixture, guillotine shear, sickle sharpener. Transferring of technical skills. Formal short-term 1 to 7 days duration and long-term 2 to 5 months technical training courses are designed according to identified needs and conducted at or near the premises of the client workshops with the aim to improve the quality of production by improving their skills such as drill bit sharpening, welding, heat treatment, material knowledge, lathe machine, operation, etc. Transfer of business skills. ALAP client workshops are mainly micro-enterprises and owners' workers are mostly illiterate. Therefore, ALAP is developing and conducting simple, practical and easy to understand courses like job costing, elementary record keeping. These courses are conducted at or near the premises of client workshops. The aim of these training courses is to enable the workshop owners, managers to manage their business more effectively. ALAP also provides a service of feasibility studies. When a workshop owner feels he would like to buy a new piece of production machinery or start producing a new implement, ALAP carries out a feasibility study to assess the profitability potential of such a purchase and advises on different alternatives available to the workshop owner, such as subcontracting out the particular production process or how many sales are required in order to generate a profit. Product development. There is definitely a need for new and appropriate agricultural tools and implements in the province as well as improvement or modification in existing ones. ALAP approach to product development in this phase is different from the previous phases. In order to work towards some level of sustainability, in phase 3, product development has been fully decentralized to client workshops. Funds and technical assistance is provided by ALAP, and for providing information about farmers' need, ALAP is arranging mixed group meetings of the farmers, workshops, dealers on regular basis with close cooperation of Agricultural Extension Department of NWFP, wherein both manufacturers and farmers exchange their needs. Development of new product or modification in existing tools and implements are guided by the recommendations and suggestions expressed during the group meetings. An example of this process is the locally manufactured rotary hoe. A local workshop expressed an interest in developing such an implement, and with ALAP's technical and financial assistance, he was able to build a pedestrian-controlled rotary hoe. This hoe is currently being promoted to farmers through ALAP demonstrations covering the whole target area. Efforts are being made to involve the Agricultural Engineering Department of Peshawar University to assist the product development at the client workshops. Tools and implements developed or modified by ALAP or client workshops are demonstrated in these meetings. These meetings also facilitate development of close link among the farmers, manufacturers, dealers and other related organizations. Product development at the client workshops in conjunction with recommendations of farmers is a great step towards sustainability of this activity. The workshop owner has a direct input to the development of the implement and as such has ownership of the ideas and concepts of the implement. Such a feeling of ownership of a successful idea is an important factor in the long-term production of such an implement. Rental scheme. To help the client workshops, ALAP also gives assistance by way of effecting the purchase of machines and on a rental basis lend them to the client workshops. This supportive relationship has created a highly congenial working environment in the area. Example, gas cutting machine, mechanical hammer. Extension offices. In order to bring the services of ALAP nearer to client workshops, extension has been decentralized by way of opening extension offices in target area. 6 offices are functioning in Gujargari, Tahtbai, Charsadda, Mingora, Timargara and Parhoti. The extension office is the place of contact of extension assistant who regularly visits client workshops and gives on-the-spot advice or consultancies or refer the client workshops to special services. Extension offices carry readily accessible information on product list and names and addresses of manufacturers for interested buyers of agricultural implements. Drawings and leaflets of tools and implement designed by ALAP which are of interest to the local manufacturers. Services available from the project, training courses, jigs and fixtures. Common service workshops. One common service workshop is in the process of opening at Tahtbai to render decentralized facilities to the client workshops for the processing of material, manufacturing component parts for new and existing agricultural implements, repair and servicing of machine tools, making dies, jigs and fixtures for the production of agricultural implements. As a step towards sustainability, the management of this workshop is done on the contact basis with a local entrepreneur. Plans to open another of these common service workshops are underway. Training courses, product and production technology development may also be carried out for the client workshop compared to previous phases where all these services were being rendered to client workshops from ALAP Central Workshop. Display loan scheme. Manufacturers are normally lacking workshop capital and cannot afford or take the risk to produce equipment without firm orders. One of the direct supports from ALAP is to provide a loan to the client workshop for the manufacture of good quality implement for display purposes. The loan covers the material cost only and is repaid to ALAP after selling the implement. Exhibition display area. To assist the client workshops in marketing of their good quality implements, the project is in the process of opening exhibition hall with close cooperation of Fiat and Massey Ferguson tractor dealers in Mardan and Shergar, where tools and implements manufactured by client workshops will be displayed for sale. Credit. For larger investment credit, ALAP is identifying loaning agencies and facilitates access of the client workshop to them. ALAP assists the client workshops in preparing feasibility studies and presenting their cases to appropriate lending agencies. Establishing market information system. Key words in the third phase are market orientation and sustainability. Establishing a market information system is one of the main activities in the market research and promotion section. The objectives for the MIS are: 1. to serve as a guideline for ALAP activities. 2. To create more volume and profit for the workshops by reducing the slack period, utilizing their capacity better. First step is taken by conducting surveys on the total market and its breakdown on segments. A comparative survey of implements production, NWFP versus Punjab, giving answers to questions like, why are certain implements imported from outside? Why aren't they manufactured locally? Is it more expensive to produce them locally? And a survey on various spare parts imported from Punjab, giving answer to questions like, how much is imported? What types of spare parts are imported? Who are the importing agencies? Common objectives for all the survey is to provide information about the market as guideline for ALAP activities as well as guideline for the individual workshops. Next step in the process of establishing the market information system is conducting of marketing seminars, where the results from the surveys are communicated to the workshops and training in the practical use, and get answers on questions like, why did an old customer buy from my neighbor and not from me this time? Can I get higher prices for my services? Am I able to produce the tools and implements needed by the farmers in my area? Is the quality I produce the one demanded? How do I get in touch with the potential customers? Promotion of implements. The project promotes tools and implements designed and developed by ALAP or by client workshops with assistance of ALAP through demonstration in group meetings, participations in various provincial and local exhibitions, media like TV, radio, leaflets and brochures. In order to continue this activity on a sustainable basis, the project works as a catalyst and involves the Agricultural Extension Department for gathering information about the needs of farmers, introduction of tools and implements to the farmers, training in the operation of tools and implements, etc. For this purpose, a subject matter specialist in mechanization has been placed at Agricultural Extension Department who coordinates these activities. In brief, the project is neither a commercial nor a producing organization. It is purely a promotional project and works for the improvement of the agricultural-oriented metal workshops. In order to continue the activities of the project on a sustainable basis, the project does not work in isolation. It rather involves other institutions as well as target groups in its work and acts as catalyst.
Okay. Huh? Get it. Good.